It's Nick here for Into Boxing, and I'm delighted to be joined for the very first time by Tony Sims. First of all, Tony, how are we?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Good. Obviously just been there for the press conference between Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr. How did you find it?
Yeah, it was a good press conference, I think we all expected that sort of conference, and yeah, it was good.
Obviously it's a massive fight, with the fathers obviously fighting nearly 30 years ago, and now it's the son's turn. The weight agreed at 157. There was a lot of back and forth up there that Chris asked for that weight. Who do you think that weight benefits more?
I don't know, because he asked for it and we agreed to it, and that's how the fight was made in the first place. So the fight was never on really our agenda at that time. We was more looking at the Keith Thurman fight, and then Frank Smith called us into the office and said, if we do this fight at 157, would you take it? And we said, yeah, we will. And that's how the fight got started up. So, Chris Eubank's team made the weight, and we just said we agreed to it.
There's a rehydration clause in place for the following day. What weight does Chris have to come in at?
Well, that's another thing that Chris come up with. He's happy to make that way, and we agreed with it. That's a personal thing between Chris and Conor, and he come up with a rehydration clause, and we agreed to it. That's how the fight was made. It was made with 157 and a rehydration clause. Would we take the fight? Yes.
What do you reckon Chris Eubank Jr.'s best attribute in this fight is, first and foremost?
Well, obviously size, for a start. He's a good athlete. He's a smart fighter. He's obviously got the benefit of being 2 weights heavier. So yeah, we're expecting an hard fight. It's never just because of the dad's fights. An hard fight's what's going to happen. So even if they was both middleweights, it was going to be an hard fight. But Conor feels comfortable in moving up to that weight. So it's going to be a great fight.
Obviously, you won't give the game plan away. I totally understand that. But how does Conor approach this fight to win?
Just getting in the best shape of his life, really, and. Boxing knowledge-wise, he's a very smart fighter. He's an historian who watches all the old fighters. And you have to be like that in this game. When he first started out, I said to him, to be a great fighter, you have to study this game. It's like going to university, and he's studied every aspect of this game. He knows his diets off to a T. He's got his strength and conditioning coach, Dan Lawrence, who we believe is the best in Britain. He's studied that side of it. Every side, every angle that he studied the old fights, the old footage of the films. He reads about boxing. So, not only has he studied this fight game, but his work ethic is phenomenal. He's going to be ready for October the 8th.
After this fight happens, we may get an absolute barnstorm, which I'm sure we will, and it could happen again possibly down the line, but will it be a return to 147 for Conor?
Maybe he'll return at 147, maybe he'll go to 154. He might be more comfortable at 154 because he's definitely growing. So we'll see with the options afterwards,
And finally, can we get a prediction from you? How does the fight play out?
Going to be a great fight, and if I was a fan looking in, I'd be looking forward to it just as much as you and everybody else, so it's going to be a fantastic fight. It's a shame that it's not in the stadium, really, rather than the O2, because I feel like the O2s are small for this fight, but because of the weather on October the 8th, you just couldn't trust putting that in the stadium. But listen, I hope everyone tunes in on DAZN and watches the fight. It's going to be a great night.
Tony, thank you very much for giving Into Boxing some of your time, and hopefully we'll catch up with you before the fight.
No problem.